Hello, it's Jeanette with Amazing Paper Crafts. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm back with another video tutorial, and today this is the card that I'm going to show you how I made. Yes, it's a monochromatic card, but it doesn't have to be. I could color it if I want to, but I just like the way I emboss this with the Shimmer Black embossing powder. Doesn't that make it sparkle? Look how cute that and pretty that is. Okay, so I want to show you how I put this card together using the Birthday Jubilee Stamp Set. I used this part of the stamps right here, and of course this little flower, that part too, and this part too, to make my oval wreath, and a sentiment from Seriously the Best Stamp Set. I used the Hello Friend. So if you want to see how I put this card together and how I use my Stamparatus to do it, just keep on watching. So to begin, I have a piece of very vanilla cardstock, and this measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I am going to be putting it in my Stamparatus. I have a little corner piece here just to keep it from stamping too close to the corner. Okay, and I am putting my magnets down. I am going to go ahead and rub this with my embossing buddy just to get off any of the static and to prevent my fingerprints from showing up here. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and ink my stamps up. I have them positioned on my, you see how that it's going to stamp right here? I have these positioned in the right spot. I got this one all the way in left field because it's going to end up stamping here in this corner here. So let's ink this up with our Versamark ink, which is just a clear pigment ink. Okay. And I'm going to stamp this down like this. Okay. And I don't think you can see it very well, but I can see it a little bit. I don't know if in this light you probably aren't going to be able to see it. But I'm turning this around so that I could stamp the other side. I want to make sure that I get this right where I need it to be, this piece of paper here. Put my magnets back in. We're going to ink this back up again with our Versamark. Make sure you get that really good. And we are going to go ahead and stamp this down. Now I've already got the sentiment placed where I need it to be too. So I'm going to do the same thing with our sentiment, which says Hello Friend, and that is from the Seriously the Best stamp set. It's the stamp set that goes along with that one kit. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that down right in the center. And now we're going to be using some of the Shimmer, it's called the Shimmer Black embossing powder. So that means we're going to have some really pretty speckles. Can you see all those little shiny silvery speckles in there? Let me get my piece of paper here. Okay, this is just a piece of copy paper, and I'm just going to go ahead and put all of this down here. Yes. Oh, how pretty that is. Oops. Now I've got to flick most of this off here, and you can see, make sure that there's nothing on the corners here, and you can see some of the sparkle in there. I don't know if you can see it on your end, but it is really sparkly. And so let's put all of this back. Let's cover this up here. I'm covering up my Versamark here, and I want to put all of this black ink back, black embossing powder back in the container. Okay. Oh wow, all that silver, so pretty, so pretty. Okay, we're done with our Stamparatus, so let's move this out of the way. I'm going to take this part out and stack it over here. Okay, so let's do some embossing here. Let's do some heat embossing. I've got my heat gun right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and speed this up. Let me I'm going to take a little, I see where it is going to go off the design right here. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm just going to scrape that off right there and blow it. You could do this with a little paintbrush too, but I think I'm good with that, and so let's do this. Isn't that pretty? I just love that. Now we're going to be trimming this down. So let's get out our oh, I love that shine. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, so we're just going to trim this down, and we're going to go to, instead of 5.5, we are going to go to 5 and 3/8 on this side, because I'm basically cutting off 1/8 of an inch on all sides, like right here, because I want it to stay in the middle, and then it's gonna end up being 5 1/4 by 4. So I just need to cut off 1/8 of an inch. So I'm going to go to 4 1/8 on this end here, and then I'm going to cut it, turn it around, and go to exactly 4 inches on this side here. Okay. Okay, and so now you can color this in if you want to, any color that you want. I just like it because it sparkles so pretty, and I'm going to just leave it plain like that. But we have a lot of ways to color this in with our blends, and you know, you can even do, if you stamp this on watercolor paper, you can watercolor it. So I right here have a black, oops, there we go. I have a piece of black cardstock that I'm going to be taping this down to, or I'm going to be using my multi-purpose glue. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece of thick Whisper, not thick Whisper White, thick Very Vanilla, because that's the color that I used. I use Very Vanilla, and this is the thick stuff. So we're going to go ahead and cut a piece right in half. Here's my cutter. Here it is. Okay, so we're going to cut this 5 1/2, and then we are going to score it at 4 1/4. Scoring it with your scoring blade, this one here. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use this little ledge to fold it like this. Get rid of that, and we'll use our bone folder. Okay, and this is going to be a monochromatic card on Very Vanilla. So let's go ahead and put the rest of this together. I've got a very, very small frame of black all the way around. It's about maybe a 1/16 of an inch all the way around. Okay, and now if you wanted to lift this up on your paper to give it a little bit more dimension, you certainly can. Like that. Let's do that. Let's lift it up. Okay, I'm going to be using some of our black dimensionals rather. I got to get the big ones out because I have the little ones with me. I forgot to get the big ones out. So let's go ahead and pop this up. 1, 2, 3, and one right there, one right there, all in the corners and between the corners. Okay. And then also, I'm going to stick one right here and one right here. Okay, you could even put, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and put one right in here and one right in here. And you don't have to use this many. This is just how many I want to use to pop this up. And let's get out our take your pick tool and get all of these off of here. Okay, let's go ahead and put this. Make sure you have it right on. Okay. Oh, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive just to give me some wiggle room here. I really like to do this because I don't like it to be stuck in me trying to have to pry everything off. So I put a little bit of Tombow multi-purpose liquid glue on each one of these just to make them a little slippery. I'm not taking away from the dimension that they're going to give me. I am just giving myself a little bit of time to position this on my card by doing this. Okay, and I kind of got that little tip from watching an old video from Darcy Bruno of Just Right Stamps. I believe she used to own that website. I don't know if you've ever watched her. She's very, very talented crafter. And this is what she always did. Oops, see? You see, I can lift it up because it's still sticky. It's not all the way down. Okay, here we go. All right. Now I've got some dimension on that card, and I don't know what this is right here. I think I'm going to probably have to use my eraser. Yep, that's what it was. A little bit of glue on my fingertips there. There we go. Now, if you have these little black dots on your card, I have a little solution for that. I have this little eraser here. It's called the sand eraser, and that will just scrape off. If you're very careful, that will scrape off some of the embossing powder that you don't want. Of course, it's not working in front of camera. Yes, it is. I just am not pressing that hard, and I don't want to press too hard anyway because I don't want to distort this because I popped it up. But anyway, here's my card. Isn't that pretty? It doesn't even have to be in color, but like I say, you can color this any colors that you want. Me, I would probably do blues and pinks because that's the kind of gal I am. I like blues and pinks. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that I have taught you something. Get out your Stamparatus and use it to make wreaths, even oval wreaths like the one I just made. So if you need any of the tools and supplies that I used in this video, please go to my website at www.geoamazingpapercrafts.stampinup.net. I would be happy to be your demonstrator if you don't already have one. So all of these tools and supplies are going to be listed in the description of the video down here. Okay? So, like I said, I am Jeanette with Geoamazing Paper Crafts, and you make it a great day. Bye-bye!